Okay, dear students, welcome back to the Principles of Marketing and Services class. So yesterday we discussed about the pricing strategies followed by different organizations. So can anyone give a brief idea about the pricing strategies followed by different organization with regard to the marketing mix decision, especially pricing decision? Anyone? No one is there?
Uh, so,
Yeah, tell Vedant.
so the first pricing strategy is skim and pricing.
Mm,
Second is penetration.
yeah.
Third is competitive.
Mm,
Fourth is predatory.
mm,
Fifth is economy.
yeah.
Sixth is psychological pricing, and seventh is product and pricing.
Okay,
And
this
eighth is
price. Yeah, this pricing strategy is very important for your examination. So please go through it again. And if you have any doubts regarding this pricing strategy, then you can ask in the next session, or you can chat to my WhatsApp, whatever, or you can call also. If you have doubts regarding this portion, you can call to my number. I will try to clarify it. Okay, today we have a different topic, which is nothing related to any pricing strategy. It is purely related to distribution channel. That is, we know that marketing mix involve four important elements like price, place, promotion, and product. So, place is one of the important element in price in the marketing mix. So, place means, as we know that the point of production will be situated in one place, but the point of consumption will be situated in another place. So how an organization is transferring its products from the point of production to point of consumption, that all things or that all decisions relating to uh, how an organization can avail their product in the marketplace of their customers, that decision is related to place decision in the marketing mix. Okay, we'll see what is place decisions. I hope it is visible.
yes, sir.
Okay, in this topic, we are going to discuss about the channels of distribution, definition, role and importance of distribution channel, functions of channels of intermediaries, types of distribution strategies, etc. So these are the key points which we are going to discuss on this topic or this day. Okay, we'll see what is channels of distribution. I have already explained about channels of distribution and different types of channels of distribution, but still we must know much about the channels of distribution and its exact functioning. As we all aware that distribution channels plays a pivot role in any organization. If an organization is not in a very good channel distribution system, then it will affect their customers, it will affect their product, it will affect their goodwill, etc. So distribution channel is that much important for any organization. Okay, we can see what is distribution channel. A distribution channel is a channel of business or intermediaries through which a goods or services passes until it reaches the final buyer or the end consumer. So distribution channel can include wholesalers, retailers, distributors, and even uh, the internet. So we know that with the rapid growth in internet, now internet also we consider as one of the channels of distribution. So these are the different type of intermediaries which plays a vital role in passing goods from point of production to point of consumption. So that is the importance of channels of distribution or distribution channel. Every organization must have a channels of distribution as per their requirement. So how a product passes from point of production to point of consumption, that is known as channels of distribution or distribution channel. Different organizations are following different system for transferring their products from point of production to point of consumption. Uh, that depends on their financial availability, then finance availability, then their strategy, their policy, etc. So sometimes the organization may include wholesalers, sometimes they may include retailers, distributors, etc., based on their requirement. And some other organizations are not at all using these intermediaries. They will be selling their product directly to the consumers. So different type of channels of distributions are available. Okay, we can see what is the definition of channels of distribution. This is important for your examination. You can expect this question. What is the definition of channels of distribution? According to American Marketing Association, a channel of distribution or marketing channel is the structure of intra-company organization units and extra-company agents and dealers, wholesale and retail, through which a commodity, product or services is marketed. Simply how an organization can deliver its product to its consumers. Maybe if we are saying this sentence, we can say it very simply, but it requires efforts of different intermediaries like wholesalers, dealers, retailers, etc. So these all intermediaries are known as channels of distribution. We can by heart this channels of distribution definition for your examination point of view. Just understand what is the definition and just go through it. So here each words used by this definition, uh, we can clearly know that the marketing channel is the structure of intra-company organization. So intra-company means any organization's internal aspects are related to intra-organization aspects. Then extra-company agents. Extra-company agents means which are outside the control of an organization, but still they have to decide something regarding that. What kind of dealers they are actually using for delivering their product, or what type of wholesalers are they are using, etc. So that is the importance of this definition given by American Marketing Association. So these are the different types of distribution channel. This diagram or this picture or this graph shows what are the different types of channels of distribution at a nutshell. So here we can see 0 level, 1 level, 2 level, and 3 level channels of distribution. Maybe some organizations are using 4 level channels also, but these are the opportunities or these are the options available in front of an organization. So first of all, zero level channel. The name itself gives some hint regarding this channels of distribution. Zero level channel or zero level distribution channel. Here, the involvement of intermediary will be zero or nil. That is why it is known as zero level channels of distribution. Here, the producer directly selling the product to the consumer. They are avoiding the involvement of intermediaries. In that way, both producer and consumer is getting benefit, because they don't want to add extra margin in their product price. So ultimately, the consumer is getting more benefit. So that kind of distribution channels is known as zero level channel. Next one is one level channel of distribution. So here also you can understood from this term one level channel. So the involvement of intermediary, that will be one. That is why it is called one level channels of distribution. Here the producer will pass goods to retailers and later retailer will resell the product to consumer. In the previous sessions or previous classes, I have already explained what is the difference between consumer and customer. If any person who is purchasing anything for the purpose of resale, he might be considered as a customer, whereas a consumer is a person who is consuming any product for his own purpose or direct consumption, that is known as, he is known as consumer. So here retailer will be considered as a customer, whereas the end user will be considered as consumer. So, and the types of distribution channel, that is one level channels of distribution, we can see that the producer will pass or producer will transfer the goods to retailers, and later on the retailer will sell the goods to consumers. They will add some they will add some margins of profit into their product, and later they will be selling the product to the consumer. Here, the margin of both producer and retailer is borne by the consumer. So here the burden of consumer is little high as compared to zero level channels of distribution. Next is two level channels of distribution. That name also you can get some idea regarding the functioning of this distribution channels, two level channels of distribution. Here, the involvement of intermediaries will be two type of intermediaries, sometimes wholesalers, sometimes retailers, sometimes two wholesalers, sometimes two retailers. So this all depends on the company's decision or how they are going to deliver their product. Okay, here we can see the producer will first of all pass their product to wholesalers. So wholesalers will be purchasing directly from producer for a price. Later on, the wholesaler will sell the product to retailers by adding a certain margin of profit into the product price, and the retailers will be purchasing the product directly from wholesalers, and later retailer will be selling the product to consumers by adding a certain margin of profit. Here also the burden of consumer is very high because he has to bear the profit of both, the profit of producer, wholesaler, retailer, etc. So next is a three-level channel. The name itself gives some hint, like three type of intermediaries will be involved in three-level channels of distribution. Here, the three-level channel include not only wholesalers or retailers, but agents also will be, we can identify in these channels of distribution. So here, the producer directly sell the product to the agent. They will be having different agents. The number of agents will be very less, but still, they will be directly selling the product to agents, and later agents will be selling the product to wholesalers by adding a certain percentage of profit into that price, and then they will be selling the product to retailers. Wholesalers will add some margin, and later they will be selling product to retailers. And later period of time, retailers will be selling the product directly to the consumer, and they also will add some point of margin, and that is the functioning of three-level channels of distribution. I hope you understand the concept of channels of distribution. If you have any doubts regarding these types of distribution channel, you can ask.